Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? It's Millie Prosperity out of Savannah, Georgia. And in this video, guys, I am super excited because there was someone on my text consumer protection list, and she replied back. Every now and then again, this happens. Somebody will reply back with a testimonial or like, Kim, guess what happened with this situation or that situation? And very often people do not. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see something here. Did I forget to put it on Do Not Disturb? Yes, I did, but I think I'll be okay. Hopefully nobody calls me and we have no interruptions. Because have y'all noticed I've been trying to do better with the interruptions, okay? But anyway, very often when this happens, people do not want to share their testimonial publicly. And I'm just like, come on, y'all. Don't y'all understand that the family needs to know that this stuff is real and you could really be helping someone? But for various reasons, sometimes it's being camera shy. Sometimes people don't want to be bombarded with people asking them questions. How? Who knows? Various reasons. Hold on one second. Let me see if this is her. I think it's still processing. Okay. But yeah, there are various reasons why people don't actually want to speak about their experience, even if it's good. But this young lady agreed. And so I'm very, very happy for you to hear about her. This is her very first Facebook Live turned YouTube video ever. So just be patient with us. And y'all remember, if you have any questions for her, there is a delay. So your questions have to be clear. Don't say things like, what do you mean? Because by the time your question registers on the screen, it could have been 5 seconds ago, and we'll be talking about something different. So that's how a lot of the confusion starts when we're trying to help you guys address whatever it is you have questions about. I'm just going to be periodically checking because you guys know I see it says a few viewers on, but it hasn't registered yet for me to invite her. Hey, John AG. So yeah, she's going to, she just got home. She agreed to do this right before I take, okay. Hey, Chantrice, what's going on? And I encourage y'all too, if you have testimonials, like I said, share it with me, but hopefully allow me to share it with the family because we need to hear more about this. You can choose to disclose how much of your story you want or not. It's completely up to you. But, y'all don't understand how much heat I take for every single consumer protection video. There's somebody that I have to block. There's somebody in the comments, whether they're mad because they quote unquote tried it and it didn't work for them, which I always take that with a grain of salt because I don't know what you did. I don't know how much you studied. So a lot of times there are haters who are like, I tried it, it didn't work, and you out here telling people stuff that's going to having them waste their time. And I'm like, okay, who am I going to believe? Some stranger who doesn't even have their profile picture up, or the person who's literally talking to me on the phone and showing me documentation that they got the remedy, they got the relief, or they got the dismissal? Pretty simple question. So I also encourage all of you on your journey. This is not easy. Crook's been crooked for years. They're not just going to roll over and take this stuff lightly when you start to challenge them, when you find your voice. But when somebody else tells you, oh, that doesn't work, that's why it's so important that you stay plugged in to people that it is working for, because that's what's going to give you the, okay, no, that's not the person yet. That's what's going, there she goes. Okay, so hey, Jaquise, that's what's going to give you the stamina, though, that you need to endure on your own race while you're going through this stuff, all right? So let me try to add her. Okay, I'm going to attempt to add you. It says adding. So this is your friend. You're going to have to, I believe, accept them like that. And while you are doing that, I am going to notify the text family. I'm going to say join me now if you have Facebook. A lot of people don't have Facebook, to hear a court testimonial from someone in the family. We'll be on. Thank y'all for being patient with me. So, all right, and then I'm just gonna blast this out. It still says that it's adding her. I know sometimes it can be a little clunky, so I hope it's working in our favor today. All right, let's go to consumer protection. By the way, this will be a perfect time for me to give my disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. I'm not any type of legal professional or anything of that sort. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm simply talking to this is just two friends talking about an experience. This is in no way, shape, or form to be misconstrued as anything other than entertainment. How about that, y'all? Bam. Okay, so that's it. And I don't think, Stephanie, I'm gonna try to add you again because now it said adding and now that completely went away. So I click the button again, it says adding. You should see something on your end that allows you to actually be added on. Hopefully you do. I always forget how it looks on the other person's end. I'm gonna have to start to take screenshots or something like that, so that I can give you all better instructions, because for many of you this is your first time doing like a video, and that's all the more impressive that she agreed to do this, the fact that she's never done it before. So y'all, again, be patient, be nice when she gets on. I'm just happy she's going to share her story with us. No, you don't see it really? Okay, so if you're on your phone, Stephanie, touch your phone screen and see if you see something like, it'll be like two people, an icon with two people, and then it'll say something like join or ask to join or something like that, I believe. Okay, it's saying connection failed. Come on, Facebook. It says no answer from live video guest. I'm thinking you don't know what to do, so hold on one second. It should have been something that popped up. But look at the icons at the bottom of your phone screen. When you touch, they only appear when you touch the screen. And then it should say something like join or ask to be on or request. I think it says request something. That's not the most helpful. Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. She said hers looks like a person and a picture of a person. Right. So it's like, yeah, a person with a picture of a person. Rob Troy, how you want to be in the video? It's a green button, Tracy says. Oh, look at the community. Stephanie says she's looking. Yeah, you click the person with a photo screen of another person, right? And then once you click that, it'll say send request. Okay. That's so strange. It still says connection failed. All right, Rob Troy. I can't just bring right next to the comment box. He said click the green button. Okay, I thought you were a troll, Rob Troy. I didn't know you were a real person. Y'all know we got a lot of bots. And your profile picture, brother, had me like, I ain't bringing him on. Y'all know I'd be nervous. I could bring somebody on and they try to curse me out. And I'd be sitting here like, what I do to you? But you seem to be a real person. Hopefully, I'm sorry about this, y'all, but thank you for your patience. In a minute. Okay, yours doesn't have. How about this, Stephanie? Why don't I call you and we do it by speakerphone? I think that's the problem because I sent out the link, so I don't want everybody to like get off. Oh, you said no troll here, a picture of a pharaoh. You know the pictures are just so small. And I'm actually on my phone. I'm not on the computer, so it's even smaller. Dang, I want y'all to see Stephanie. I want to see Stephanie. It's always more interactive when it's a side-by-side interview, but it's okay. We are going to we'll just do a phone thing. Hold on one second. Let me go to the list where she is, and then we'll take it from there. So I want to know while we wait, have any of you been to court before? Have any of you been to court? Say, yes, I've been to court, or I've been summoned to court, but I didn't show up. That's the other thing. And don't worry about it, because Hey, to KT said, my first time on. Hello, Kim. I've been learning so much from you. Oh, and I'm very appreciative of all you do. I really appreciate that. You know what? Um, you've been to court, Tammy Crosby. Miguel, you've been to court. Ooh, I would love to hear about y'all experiences. Y'all know I'm nosy. Y'all know. All right, so I'm gonna call you on my other phone, Stephanie. So the number is gonna be different than the number I called you on earlier today. 501-6401. I will tell you guys right now that oh, turn off airplane mode. Sorry. I'll tell y'all that during one of the most horrible times in my life when I lost my job and I was in a lot of debt and got behind on credit card bills, everybody else was like, this chick is broke.
Hello?
Hey, Stephanie, you on speakerphone,
Hey.
so the family can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Well, it might not even be you because sometimes Facebook is really funky with I've had this happen before with people trying to join and it just doesn't connect for some reason. But there's more than one way to skin a cat, my grandma says, so it's all good.
Okay.
So here's the deal. We have some people. Tracy Brown said, "Yeah, I am really trying to go back." So what I want you to do is just tell the people, just tell them what you sent to me. A brief, like in your own words, a synopsis.
Okay. And thank you, Kimmy, for inviting me on here.
Thank you for
I
accepting.
appreciate it. Well, Kim has sent out a video in the group text, I think with Kiki, and I went and watched it. It was about exhibits. And so, and it brought back memories when I had to go to court. And just from her video, I was like, oh, wow, they do that. I went to court, and they said I owed some money from a bank that I've never banked at before. And so I was going there strictly to say I've never banked at this bank. And I didn't know anything about consumer law. I didn't know anything about any of these laws that we're learning, truth to lend, nothing. I didn't know anything. All I know is I didn't owe money to Fifth Third Bank. First of all, I didn't even like Fifth Third Bank's name. So I went to court. I signed in and everything. And so then people started coming out looking and whatever. So, and when we finally got in there, I just told the judge, I was like, Judge, I do not owe any money to Fifth Third Bank. I've never banked with Fifth Third. And what I learned is that the bank that I was with sold everything to Fifth Third. And so they came to me, with papers, and it was just a one piece of paper, one exhibit they had. And it had my signature on it, but it didn't explain anything about anything. And I was like, well, what is this? I don't even know what this is to or from or what. And then they're like, well, is this your signature? I said, yes, this is my signature, but I've never banked at Fifth Third Bank. And that's all they kept trying to say. Well, this is your signature. Is this your name? Is this how you spell it? All this and stuff. And I was like, yes, but I've never banked at Fifth Third Bank. And I just kept saying that over and over and over. And then, they didn't really have anything, and the judge wound up, just dismissing it without prejudice. And so I was just like, okay, that's it. And that was it, and just from Kiki's videos, I was like, wow, just think if I had known a little bit more, but that was enough at that time. But nowadays, I know it's probably going to get even more. They'll be even more slick with how they do things. And I'm just preparing myself because I'm like, wow, this is deep.
Preparing yourself. Now, when you say Kiki's video, which one are you talking about?
The one that says exhibit. You sent out that said exhibit. It was a video you sent out that said exhibit. And she went through the process of all, the exhibits they're seeing, and they're saying, and without saying firsthand knowledge. I was like, wow, these people don't know anything about it because they didn't have firsthand knowledge about it.
Come on. So Fifth Third had a representative in court?
Yes.
But see, that representative was not a party to whatever alleged transaction they were claiming that you were involved in with them.
Never. I mean, they got it from a previous bank that closed down, and they picked up something.
And so, y'all, this is so important because, again, many of you are saying, and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Well, first of all, thank you for that, Stephanie. This is gonna help somebody because what you said, it needed to be said. When y'all go to court, a lot of times what they will do is they'll ask you the same thing over and over again. They're really trying to wear you down so that you be like, okay, I guess I owe it. But they can't make you say anything. So if you said, I don't have an account with them, you keep saying that. And exactly what happened with Stephanie will happen with you. Because really, I can't even say it's your word against them, because what this it's not your word against theirs, because what did Stephanie just say? They weren't a party to the transaction. They got it from some other place that Stephanie had the business dealings with. But you can't just be selling off contracts and selling off debts, and now you're trying to tell me I owe you and all this other stuff, and then they'll come with a document with your signature. Sure, but if they're transferring your signature without your knowledge, you look in the law and see what it says about that. How do you think that works? How do you think that works when you sign a document with this party over here and then somehow your signature gets on a document with that party over there? How do you think that works? So I'll tell y'all this, and I spoke to Stephanie briefly just to say, like, are we still on? Is everything good? And before we did this Facebook Live, I was just telling her that I was recently on a call. Because, guys, let me tell you, this consumer protection stuff, it's not easy. But, Stephanie, kudos to you for watching Kiki's video, because all too often I have people that's like, Kim, I need your help. Please, 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 please. And they ain't watched nothing I sent out. I can tell by the questions that they ask. I'll be like, dang, you asking me something that I literally just shot a video on. So you're asking for help, but the help that is readily available to you, you haven't even taken advantage of. So kudos to you, Stephanie, for watching that video, because it was informative. I still have to go back and watch it and take my notes, because, you know, I like to timestamp my notes, because when we're listening to all this stuff, you know, it can get all jumbled up in your head. And you'll be like, who said what, where, what now? But the other thing with you is, y'all, I will tell y'all this. The reason why I wanted Stephanie to come on here and share this. When was this? This was how long ago? How long before you started studying the consumer protection laws?
It was about 20 years ago.
See, and this is just, okay, so this is long before all this consumer protection stuff was sexy. So all you did was show up in court and just tell the truth. Now, here's the thing about that. It sounds simple enough, but do y'all know how many of y'all are scared of court? And the minute you get something saying to appear in court, you like, I'm just going to drive safe so nobody pull me over so I don't go to jail, but I ain't going to court. I know that's what I said when the DeKalb County presented me with some paperwork saying that one of the credit card companies that I couldn't pay when I lost my job, they trusted to sue me. Everybody else was like, this chick is broke. But it was one card that was like, we'll roll the dice. And I remember when I got that paperwork, I'm not about that life. So I'm sitting here freaking out, scared to go to court. At that time, my life was crazy. So I honestly forgot the court date. But had I remembered it, I still wouldn't have gone to court, to be honest with you. And of course, I got a default judgment. That's what they're betting on, Stephanie. Most of them are betting that they will get a default judgment for us not even showing up, y'all.
Yeah.
And even if you show up, don't get shook by them presenting a paper with your signature on it. What is this paper? That might be my signature, but what is this paper? And how did my signature get on there? And so going back to the thing last night, y'all, this consumer protection stuff, it takes time. It is not easy. I did a 2-hour class, a 2-day class that was 5 hours each, from 7 p.m. to midnight, both last night and the night before. And one of the things that was mentioned in that class is that when you're signing your contracts, make sure you sign in blue ink. Because a lot of times what's happening is, especially with car dealerships, when we sign, because we need that car, you know, a lot of us don't just gingerly walk in and buy a car at our leisure. A lot of us buy a car when the car breaks down. when we've had an accident. So we need that vehicle. We need to go to work tomorrow. We need to get the kids to school. We need that car. So we're in desperation mode. So a lot of times we just signing stuff, we ain't looking at it. But when you leave that dealership, a lot of times they're using your signature multiple times over. So when you ask for the original contract, if you signed in blue and that contract is produced in black, that's not the original contract. But if you sign in black, that's great, because now when they photocopy and put your signature in places where it was not previously, you can't tell the difference. And if you don't believe that this actually happens, there are so many lawyers online. Don't believe me, because again, this is not legal advice, right? I'm just a silly girl in Savannah, Georgia, having a talk with a friend. Isn't that right, Stephanie?
Right.
Don't make me spit out all my supplements I just put in my chocolate milk. But yeah, you don't have to believe me. Go online and look it up for yourself. And you can look up lawyers who there are some lawyers who just specialize in suing car dealerships because the fraud is so rampant. It's so rampant. And most of us are so not knowledgeable about how to fight for our rights. Most of us don't even know we have rights. Most of us don't have the time. A lot of us assume that if we were to get a lawyer, I don't got money for a lawyer. Who I look like, Victor Newman? We don't even know. I had to take it back to my Young and the Restless days. I used to be a faithful watcher. Remember Victor used to have a lawyer on retainer, Michael Baldwin? But that's what we be thinking. We like, I don't have money. Yeah, yes, Ed O'Neill said he calls it the stealership. You put that in the text thing, and I made a note of it, but I forgot to reference it just now. The stealership instead of the dealership. Y'all be so savvy. Y'all be so savvy. Anna said, stop, girl. You talking about that Victor Newman, Michael Baldwin reference? Y'all know. That's what, one day I'm going to get to that point where I just have a lawyer on retainer, because I'm telling you, the frauds be frauding all the time, y'all. Tanya said, wow, the last insisted I sign in black, and the contract said black or blue ink. Now, okay, Tanya, that's a good thing. So tell me what happened. Now, you heard that, Stephanie? This one of the commenters said that where they were at, it was insisted upon her to sign in black, but the contract said black or blue. So don't leave us hanging, Tanya. Did you say, excuse you, this says black or blue? Did you say that? And a lot of times when we're sitting in these places, we're intimidated. Like we think we need what they have, and they're the only ones that can give it to us. So we just oblige. Tanya said I signed in black. Didn't think about it. Wow. So it'll be interesting to know. See? And that's how they do. It's right there in your face that you can sign in black or blue, but they'll be like, no, sign in black. And you know, and guys, take your own pen to the dealership, because they'll be like, we don't have any blue in this whole thing. You know, take your own blue pen. But I mean, it's interesting. I wonder how many times your signature made its way on documents that you know nothing about. And y'all can look this all up for yourself online. And there are lawyers that this is all they do. And a lot of times what they'll do is, as long as you bring in the paperwork and you bring in the case, they'll take your case, knowing that when they win, if you have a case, which a lot of us have cases and we don't even know it, but they'll take your case because they're going to take their money out of what you win. So you don't even have to have money to hire the lawyer, y'all. So these are and congratulations to all of y'all that are on this live to get this information. You get a summons to court, don't ignore it. That's what the majority of people do, and that is exactly what they want. So now, for the people who are new to this broadcast, Stephanie, you said Kiki's group. Tell the people what, oh, hold on one second. Chantrice, it look like I need to talk to you next. Chantrice said, I just went to mediation on the 11th for a summons. I want to know what happened, sis. Don't leave me hanging. I'm nosy now. Anna said, there is a lawyer on YouTube that works on dealership fraud. Yep. Contracts and SIGs, baby. Absolutely. And what I learned in the 10 hours of the last 2 days of this young lady who talked about car contracts and consumer protection law, it was just like my mind is, like I said, I got my car. I have a Honda Accord and I got it 2019, Stephanie. I got it after a year of not having a car. 2 weeks after my divorce, the car broke down, and for a year, my son and I walked everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the good thing is I'm in a little country town, and everything was pretty close, but there's no public transportation out here. Well, everything that we did was close. There were very few things that I had to do that were far, but I say that to say this. Don't y'all know when I walked in that dealership, I wasn't walking out without a car? After a year of walking in the rain to school with my son, I was about to say the snow. We don't get no snow in Savannah. I was getting carried away with my story. I was about to say the rain, the sleet, the snow. Okay, hold on. Tanya said my next court date is 5/20. You can't see the thing? Okay, but dealing with credit card collections with portfolio recovery, baby. Okay, portfolio recovery, Midland. It's a, what is it? Ellen, NV, LV, whatever. Those are a lot of the top ones. So you should really look into case law. What's the best way for us to go after these crooks? Look at other people who have gone after them. What has the result been? On what basis? A lot of times you might see fraud in your contract in one area, and then you look up case law where somebody else went after the same person, and then you might be like, hold on, wait, they went after them for this other thing? Well, let me look at my contract and see. There are clues all around us, y'all. There are, but there's not so blind as he who will not see. So take the time to study the case law. LBMV. Thank you, Carla. But yeah, all of them, you countersued them, Tanya. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to come back to these comments and take notes. I'm being y'all inbox like y'all be in mine. I need your help ASAP. Yeah, I'm gonna put this script on y'all. Identity theft. Come on, Ed O'Neill. Yes. So y'all, when we think of an identity theft, we think of somebody picking our pockets in the streets, right, Stephanie?
Right.
But identity theft is somebody taking your identity. The thefting of the identity. Okay, hold on, Diamond Jones. She said, off topic, I love your eyes. Thank you so much. Y'all know I used to be made fun of for these eyes. Now, don't get me started rambling, because they're going to come in the comments. You need to stay on topic. I'd be like, you need to go to another channel. Rashida Rocky said, I'm late. What about consumer portfolio? Yes, they're another one too. Lots of case law, and that's what we've got to do. I say this all the time, y'all. Don't get so caught up in people saying sexy things in a video. Study the case law. That's going to make these laws that we're reading that's hard to understand, it's going to make it come to life when you hear how different judges interpret it, especially judges that sometimes rule one way against the consumer, and then the consumer, don't be afraid of court. The consumer takes it to the next level, and the next judge rules in the consumer's favor. When you read those decisions, that's what's really going to make it be like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's clicking. It's clicking. Chantrese said, taking your social security number to collect off of you. Yes, and when we study the history of the social security number, how it's not for identification purposes. It was meant it was a way of the IRS keeping people from saying, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Look it up, y'all. It's so interesting when you look up this stuff. It will become just as entertaining to you as a Netflix series, okay, that you binge watch. You will start binge watching these consumer protection videos, especially the lawyers analyzing case law decisions. All right. But yeah, so Stephanie, I cut you off. But you rocking how I roll, sis. I appreciate it. Tell the people, what is Kiki's group that you were referencing?
Okay. It was on her Facebook page. Credit the Truth by PT.
Yep. So for those of you who do not know, Kiki is one of the bureau bully women, and she is so patient, so kind when she's breaking down these laws. And she has a free, that's right, free group called Credit the Truth by Kiki. You can literally type it on Facebook right now. Now, for those of you who are like, what do I do if I'm not on Facebook? Not be able to join the group. I hate to be rude to you, but I'm telling you, the group is not anywhere else. So while I respect your right to not be a part of any social media, you will miss out on certain things if you are not. So for those of you who are on Facebook and later on YouTube, if you have a Facebook, type in Credit the Truth by Kiki and then answer the questions and join the group. Now, let me tell y'all something. Don't go in there wilding out now. Because surely as you are let in, they will escort you out. Make sure you click on the rules and you follow the rules. That group is not a group for you to come in there and wreak havoc and be like, what about this? What about that? With your own agenda. You have to, y'all understand, when somebody is running a group, it's a big responsibility and it's hard with these consumer laws. Everybody has a different situation and different levels of understanding, so they have the rules in place. They more so are toward, like, I don't want to say the beginner, because that information is not beginner to me. Chantrice said, I'm in that group because of you, Camille Prosperity. Oh, thank you. One video you had changed my life. Oh, wow. What's the video, sis? What's the tea, sis? But yes, okay, Tracy just requested to join. Yes, Tanya said you gotta study, listen, and take notes. Carla Daniel, right? So when you get in that group, I actually created a poster with a big old red button and it says start here. It's pinned, and when you look at that post, in the comments are like in archives. I need to go back and make sure I put all of the most recent Facebook lives all in the comments, but it's with the amount of time the video is, it's with the subject, the date, yeah, all that good stuff, hopefully to make it as easy as possible for you guys to go to the specific videos that you need. But I would really suggest you watch all of the videos and understand this, y'all. Different people have different processes, okay? So if you are tuned into someone else, don't come in there and be like, no, that's not true, this is how you do it. Because trust me, one thing I know about the bureau bullies, they're not saying anything that hasn't worked for them. Like, they are really big on testing stuff out. So just because their process might be different than how you heard somebody else do it, what did I say earlier? There's more than one way to skin a cat. So please don't ever say that somebody's process is wrong. It might just be different. So anyway, that's a free group, because a lot of y'all have been asking, where do I start? And I would strongly suggest that group. All right. Tanya said those free classes with Cornell, if you got time, and I think Harvard got them too. What you mean free classes? Online? Like, they have consumer protection classes? Chantrice said, I don't remember the exact YouTube video, but you were on your balcony talking about your divorce and the changes in your life, and you mentioned credit bullies. Okay. I went down a wonderful rabbit hole from there. Oh, awesome. Awesome. So Stephanie, so you're in the Credit the Truth group by Kiki. You were not afraid to assert your rights 20 years ago, and you walked out of the courthouse without having any judgment against you. What are you doing right now? Like, what are you working on? What are you trying to do with your consumer protection education?
Basically, contact that I have.
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, Stephanie, but you sounding a little in the matrix right now. You were super clear before.
Yeah. I didn't change anything.
Okay, now you're clear. Go ahead and say it. You're basically what now?
Oh, I'm basically going through.
Oh, no. Oh, man, try it again, Stephanie. Third time has got to be a charm. I don't know why it's scrambled, because I haven't moved my phone, and you said you're still in the same place, but we really can't hear you. Try it again. Tanya said the devil. Uh-oh. Stephanie, you still there? I'm happy this didn't happen when she was telling her story. Oh, it dropped completely. Let me restart my phone and then I'll call her back. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. This one didn't go down too like detailed about something super intricate, but I'm telling you guys, something as simple as simply appearing in court. It's what's the name of the group again? Credit the Truth. Credit, when you type in Credit the Truth, it'll come up. Because it's something like Credit the Truth by Kiki. If someone does not mind, if they could type that in the comments and then even put the link in, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. There's 35 people on here. Can somebody help a sister out? The signal is, I don't know if it's her or me. But I just restarted my phone, so hopefully when I call her back, the connection. But we got the gist of it, and I don't want to make this video like super duper long. I hope this inspired somebody though to not just act like la, 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 if you get a summons to court. Okay? You're here, but I was gonna call you back, Stephanie, just real quick, because I just have a thing about incomplete conversations.
Hello.
Okay, all right. So it's clear. I restarted my phone. Maybe it was me, but I just wanted you to like. I wanted to wrap up your interview in a nice pretty bow. Thank you, Tracy Brown and Rocky. Rocky put the link to the group, y'all, so you can just click and join. And then Tracy Brown put the actual name of the group as well. All right. So yeah, tell the people what you're working on now, or what is it that you hope to accomplish with all this consumer protection stuff.
Okay. I'm working on getting, the papers to my credit. You sent out a video about that, and taking all them old addresses and names and put one name on there. And
Ooh,
so I'm working on doing that, and also getting my contracts and things together to go through those things. For my house and my car, and someday, like you, I want to be a resource, to help people, get from under this, what we're learning and things like that. What we've been taught to what we should know and do now for our next generations, because like I think what is Umar says, DIY, do it yourself.
Thank you.
Because they're not going to give it to us, so that's what I'm looking to do. I'm just trying to, build up, my knowledge, everything that I've been hearing and learning. And at first it was just kind of overwhelming to where do I really begin? And so, I just said, okay, I'm going to start with this credit reports first, and then take it from there, see what information I have can help me with that, and just piece by piece. So that's what I'm doing right now. And of course, watching your videos.
Yes, watch my videos, so YouTube can pay me and so that all the haters can't stop me. No, I'm just playing. All right, I had to open up my computer just to read. Some of y'all are going crazy in the comments. I absolutely love it. This was really helpful. Thank you for agreeing to do this, Stephanie, because it was really short notice. But I want you guys, I want to read this because look what happens when we all come together. We can share information. Mandy Amelia said, you need to attend court. My ex-husband of 20 years. You look like you was never married to nobody no 20 years, girl. And his new girlfriend put in false claim of restraining orders against me. When I went, this female dog said 3 lies I counted that if I hadn't showed up would have become truth. Thank you, sis. See, that's the whole thing, y'all. When you don't show up to defend yourself, then the only thing that's against you is all they have. So court can be intimidating, but don't let that keep you away from it. Okay, just study and show thyself approved. Okay. Inez says, I have noticed from going to different lives. Okay, Inez, when folks are stating facts, the static comes. You notice that? Mark Zuckerberg are playing on the, okay. Rocky said, I need to know about help with consumer portfolio because they got me messed up right now. They got a lot of people messed up. But the best thing you can do is definitely like, y'all, when people litigate, right? Arbitration is private, but litigation is public.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute you go to court, that becomes public knowledge. So this is good for us because we can look this stuff up. There's a database called Pacer. Y'all familiar with that? Okay. And I found, y'all, I'm no, genius. I listen to YouTube videos back to back, like all day long. I'm the most boring person ever. I better find a husband in one of these consumer protection groups because I ain't gonna find one nowhere else. I'll be like, baby, it's me about 15 USC, 16. You'd be like, what? But y'all, there's something called Pacer. It's a database, and that's where, like, apparently I just found out about it like not too long ago, and I've been meaning to like find out how to get access to it. Do y'all know? Is it free? Do you pay for it? From what I hear, is juicy, y'all. It's juicy up in the Pacer. So if I have to pay, I will pay. I don't have no problems with that. And so, what you call it? Yeah, when you get access to Pacer, that's when you will be able to look up these court cases. But there is a lot of stuff on YouTube. Have you tried typing in portfolio recovery and then seeing what comes up? Or portfolio recovery. Try different things because there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Okay, and some of that stuff has been pushed down by the algorithm, probably because it's not content that people are engaging with or content that is new. So sometimes you have to dig, but it will be there. Major agencies and third-party agencies. Oh, the link is not working. Ty Banks, I thought that said Tyra Banks. I think this is a guy though. No, it's Ty Banks though. Interesting. All right, just type in Credit the Truth by Kiki. Yeah, this is a guy. Look at that. All right. Okay, Surreal. Now listen, you my bro, but if you keep putting please subscribe to my YouTube channel back to back, everybody else is going to think that they can do that too, and they're going to spam my comments. They don't know that me and you are cool, and I've actually told people on the list to subscribe to your channel. Like, so just put it once, right? Please delete all the other ones. Like, we get it, but you're opening up the door for everybody else to be like, well, get on my channel too. And I don't want that to be my thread where a whole bunch of people piggyback off of my following to get their channel views up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Surreal is my homeboy, y'all. He does have a good channel, but please don't anybody else put their link to anything else other than what I requested. Can I bad chat? See, now Angela Simmons, let me address this right now, because you're asking me something specific to you. Let me be very clear with y'all. Angela, I'm not mad at you, sis. But when y'all ask during a broadcast a specific question, if I were to answer your question, that would be considered giving legal advice, which would get me in trouble. Okay? However, most of the questions y'all ask, even if I wouldn't get in trouble for giving legal advice, I still wouldn't be able to answer, because usually there's so many different dynamics that go into play with answering your question that it's not, it's not like, what milkshake you want? Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? Chocolate. It's not like that. So when y'all are asking these questions about the questions that y'all are asking, y'all think it's like chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. But really it's like, how do you find a husband? That's really what the question is more like. There's a number of ways. It depends on what husband you want. And you have to dig deeper before somebody can give you an answer. And even then the answer probably won't work. You got to kind of try it on the guy and see if he bites, right? So it's kind of sort of the same thing when y'all are asking, how do I do this? Or how do I do that? It depends on the nuances involved in your particular situation. And that's why exactly what Stephanie said is so crucial. We have to learn how to do for self, because you might think your situation is exactly the same as this person's over here, but I promise you it ain't. Just by the mere fact that you're in a different geographic location, that puts you in a different district court. The judges in different districts sometimes rule differently. So trust me, y'all. when I don't answer your questions, number one, I ain't got time for this social media drama and somebody bringing charges up against me, because I'm not going to be able to be like, call Angela, I was just answering her questions. She'll tell you I didn't mean no harm. No. But on top of that, I will be doing you an injustice if I even tried to answer your question. Because if I say it's this and then you go with that and it doesn't work, now you like, I knew Kim didn't know what she was talking about. She just always be sitting up there cracking jokes. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, though, y'all didn't tell me X, Y, Z. Because I promise y'all, when I used to talk to people, just shooting the breeze, and they would tell me something really simple, and I would think it would be simple, and just shooting the breeze, I'd converse with them, and then they'd be like, oh, I should mention, and I'd be like, you damn sure should have mentioned that before I called you, thinking it was this, because just be pulling all types of random things out their butt, Stephanie, and I'd be like, how you let down? That's a big old piece of the puzzle that totally changes the game. Anyway, what's going on, Mr. Miles? Mentions in the UCC book, looking as you speak. Pacer costs 5 cents a sheet. Is that what you're saying, Edwin Roundtree? You have to set up an account. Okay, bet. I got to do that. Do you know that lawyer name that likes to sue Navy Federal? No, but I know Navy Federal doesn't play. I know Navy Federal and Bank of America keep impeccable records. So if you're going against those two in particular, you got to have your stuff more in order than if you're going up against Fifth Third or Third Fifth. Stephanie, I swear every time I see that bank now, I'm gonna think of you. I don't even like the name, so I definitely wouldn't do business with them. I tell you, y'all be cracking just like I be cracking. Surreal said he's been on Pacer since 2011. Surreal, I don't even want to talk to you right now, because you gotta hold until we do an interview. Don't say nothing. I should ban you off my page until we do an interview. He said, I'm registered with Pacer. Your first $30 are free every month. Okay, cool. That's good to know, y'all. All right. So Mandy said in her case, it was basically denied and dismissed. She put in a claim from a private conversation I had with my ex. Had nothing to do with her, but apparently he was setting me up for this. So we got to be smarter and start standing up for ourselves. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on with restraining orders and things of that nature. It can get really nasty and really messy, but you're absolutely right. We got to defend ourselves, y'all. Don't let somebody who's trying to do you wrong, somebody with a bad mind, wear you down, okay? Okay, Mandy, we got to talk, girl. You use Pacer to help people get their unclaimed funds. What you talking about, Willis? You know what, Carrie? You talking about coconut ice cream. Y'all such a distraction. All right. Yeah, you my co-pilot on this. I like you. You just my laugh track on this, Stephanie. You're my laugh track. Yeah, Bank of America don't play, right? And I have other stories about that. Mr. Harper told me, Mr. Miles said, yeah, Bank of America is really the Bank of Italy. Really hard to go after. You have to seriously be on point. See what happened when the family comes together? We got a mastermind here, y'all. All right. Dang, Tanya. All my friends out here, y'all some gangsters. Tanya said, yep, been through restraining orders too. No, that was probably you. I hope that was I don't hope neither way, but I mean, y'all stay protected. The restraining order process, whether you're getting one or having one put on you, it is emotionally hard to deal with. But there are some people who use them as weapons for revenge. So definitely stand up for yourself. And then there are other people who should file them and don't. So definitely don't put yourself in danger either. But I think that's it. Stephanie, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. Like I said, in such short notice, there are so many people on the list who give me a testimonial, and then I'm like, can I share with the family? Do you want to tell the family? And be like, nope. And I'm like, womp, womp. And then everybody's like, can you do another interview with somebody? And I'm like, if the people who do an interview with me. So all the people who jumped on today and contributed, if you have something that you think will help the family, please reach out to me and set up something like with Stephanie. I'm sorry that we couldn't get you on video, but for this to be your first video, you did a good job, Stephanie. Y'all give her hearts. They give her clapping emojis. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Taking your lead.
Yes, and I'm so happy that you said that you also want to do this in order to help other people as well. But I will tell you this, when you start doing this, Stephanie, because you're putting the work in, do not let people suck the life out of you.
Okay.
Have boundaries.
Yes.
Okay? So start with your family, those who want help, and then anybody coming after you, that don't work, just don't even engage. You know what you know. And now that you're in Kiki's group, you're on my text list, and you're clearly doing the work on your own, you're going to meet more people who have results, many of which are not even on social media, many of which don't even show their face. You look at their profile and it's a bunch of stars. You don't even know if they're a real person. They like the dang on Wizard of Oz, girl. But they real people. They just don't be on social media like that. And as you get more in contact with those people, you'll see, oh, this crap really works when you know what you're doing and you put in the time. So it won't matter what any of the naysayers say. But again, when you go to help people, only want the people that are what? Helping themselves first.
So, yeah.
I'm serious about that, Stephanie, because you sound like a very nice person. So I don't want to talk to you 6 months from now and all this vibrancy be out your voice, and you be like, hey, Kim. I'll be like, Stephanie, what happened, sis? Out here helping people with consumer protection and all. Like, girl, they kill you.
I receive it.
You see me now. I get some sleep. And y'all ain't gonna kill me. Absolutely not. But Kim, you have a moral obligation. Look, slow your roll. Not to you personally. I have more obligation to the masses. This is my community service. But calling you one-on-one after you get off of work between the hours of 12 and sis, you got me twisted. All right, Stephanie?
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, because remember what I say, folks be folking. So don't let them folk on you. Okay. All right, bye, girl.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye, family.
So, y'all, that is wonderful. Do you see what y'all say? Y'all always be laughing at me. I just want to feel, Belinda said, you are so funny but real. I love it. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate that. Sheila said, go to 1099 online, start an account, then file a 1099-A as a beneficiary. You must send in a 1099 OID with a 56F and a 1097. Now, see, y'all, I'm just reading comments. I am not giving legal advice. I have never done any of that. I hear about the 1099 stuff and all that stuff. Sheila, you've done it? Have you done it successfully? And then because a lot of y'all quote Christopher Hauser, and he did say he did it, but he also said he went to jail for it. And he said why. It's not that you can't do it, but y'all just, you know, make sure when you're doing some of this stuff that you really do know what you are doing. Okay, that's extremely important. Okay. Because a lot of times, like somebody just commented on my straw man video today, a friend of mine went to jail for this. Okay, I take that with a grain of salt because I don't know what your friend said. And yes, it is true. If you just read a book and go to court talking about your straw man if you want to. I wouldn't advise it. When I read that book, what I said to you is it's important to understand that concept because it's going to help you when you go through the process of unlearning to relearn. I didn't say walk around talking about your strong man like you in the Wizard of Oz. I don't be talking about, oh, that's not Kimberly. Me, that's Kimberly, my strong man. Play fool if you wanna. So I'm not knocking you. You were locked up. That's right. You were locked up. Whoever said that. You were locked up. Y'all know what we saying. So I'm not saying anything against what you're saying, Sheila. It's just that, how do I say this? A lot of y'all are listening to people that just popped up and they talk real sexy, right? And they have huge followings and they're charging y'all for stuff, and y'all have actually not vetted their results. So sometimes you don't mean no harm, but you'll say something that I'm not talking about Sheila, but you'll parrot something that somebody else said, and you're trying to help, but you could hurt. So again, before you do something, make sure that the person who told you to do it actually did it. And if you're saying to do it, have you done it? Okay? I've always been very open, y'all. I'm new to this. I don't know where all y'all people came from. When I sat on my balcony with that book, that was the beginning of my journey. And I simply said in that video, follow me while I try to figure this stuff out. I didn't say, hey, join my mentorship, join my university, join my class. That's why I ain't selling nothing related to consumer protection. And as I've told y'all, it's really dangerous because just because y'all like my personality, some of y'all have been like, hey, can I pay you to help me get out my car? If I were a crooked person, I'd be like, yeah, that'll be $1,000. And then you'd be like, just rescind it. Good luck. And send you on your merry way. And I'm $1,000 richer, and you still stuck with your car. $1,000 lesser. Right? So I really don't want y'all to fall prey to becoming enamored with people that talk a good talk or mix consumer protection with y'all. Like, it's consumer protection and comedy with you. I'm a comedic person, right? But there's a lot that I don't know, and I lean on y'all. And when y'all come in my inbox and y'all produce receipts and y'all show me documents, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's fun. I'm learning from y'all as much as y'all learning from me. But I never said that I was a guru. So again, this is not to Sheila, this is in general. Y'all be careful listening to some of these gurus. All right, I just had to say that. Putting my win in the atmosphere against portfolio. Yes, we declare and decree. Yes, I will definitely come. Yes, Tanya, I stand with you on that, sis. Boundaries, boo. You know what, Surreal? I don't want to hear nothing from you because your boundaries, bruh. Somebody thought I was saying bra, like B-R-A. I was like, no, I was saying bra. Like, why would I say bra to you, sir? Bra. Y'all be cracking me up. Mandy said, me haha, I got you. I find unclaimed state funds and bankruptcy tax overages. See, y'all, I'm telling you, the power of the internet. Like, ain't everybody talking about Black China and Rob in the Kardashians? Look at the people that you in the comment section with. Look. David Lopez, what's going on? Come on, stop. Oops, dude. What's the best route? What's the best route step by step to get started through building your knowledge in this journey? Hit me up when you have I can't hit anybody up, David, because everybody want to hit you. The best thing to do is start with what is important to you. I actually have a video about that. If you go through my channel, I address that. How you can assess what's important to you, because you know my life is not your life. So what's important for me to start studying has nothing to do with what's important for you to start studying. Okay? And I really don't want anybody telling y'all where to start. I want y'all to learn how to look at your credit report and see what's going on and be like, hold up here, and then start reverse engineering the process. We do know that there's three main laws that there's three things that we focus on, not laws, but there's three things that we focus on: TILA, Truth in Lending Act, FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act, and FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, right? So most things in our lives that are messing us up fall under one of those three categories. So I want you to analyze your paperwork and stuff and start digging into that stuff. Hold on one second. Kassan, you got on your karate uniform. Well, please put it on, son. When I finish this live, we got to run out of here, baby. Please. Camille, you are awesome. I agree, Stephanie. You are really funny. No, I'm just saying, thank you, sis. Know what you're doing, please, before the alphabet game come. Man, say it again for the people in the back. Oh, thank you, Surreal, for putting the link for pay. So you redeeming yourself, bruh? Not bruh. You will be locked with speed. Okay, trustees use the 1099s to get money from our trust. Right. And a lot of people are talking about this whole trust because they heard somebody talk about it, but you haven't begun to study trust law. So, girl. To KT said, would you eat a burger without knowing what's on it? Come on now. All right, I see your analogy game. It's the concept that needs to be understood in the straw man book. Exactly. I am talking about the something that I can't pronounce. This, what is it? Sesu Sever. I know somebody's gonna be like, you can't talk about this stuff if you don't know how to pronounce it. Apparently I can. Go to another channel. My daughter just got approved for a $600,000 home by the Treasury. I'm in the process at present of sending in additional forms. I was approved for my current car to be paid off. Okay, Sheila, your inbox is about to explode. Okay. Wow. Okay. But I will be reaching out to you, sis. And that's great. I don't recognize your name, so I don't know you. I just know that sometimes people will come on my stuff and make comments and nobody knows them, and then I'm just like, how did you get here? Right? Where did you come from? Right? Not you, Sheila, but people in general. Mr. Miles said, I know someone who used a straw man in court but had no backup knowledge or paperwork and got locked up. Yep. No offense to all my people who locked up. Okay. I know some people who locked up, they be selling this stuff and they know. Fonseca, what's going on, bro? Real proof of my girl spitting facts. I just don't want to end if there's a good comment in here, so I apologize. This kind of sort of turned into a mini Q&A session, but I just want to get through these. I see you've gotten that hair done. No, I haven't, Fonseca. What? That's the power of the headband. Don't get me distracted because people gonna be like, you ramble too much. But no, I have not. Oh, well, not baby. You know, no offense, but baby, when I get the hair done, oh, your girl is gonna have a different swag too. I'm gonna be like, hello, I'm gonna have my sexy voice on. No, I'm just because the voice has to match the hair, but I'm still in my loud mode. Is the uniform on? Is the uniform on? Okay, please, love. It's a gi. Okay, you're not putting on show enough costume. It's just 1, 2, 3. It's a gi. They say you must know what you're talking about, and then we'll ask questions. Comedy Central. Hey, fam, did I make it in time? Peace, Camille. No, you. What's going on? I just saw who that was, Jason Bourne. No, you're late. Peace. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Melvin. I got you. It all depends on your status. Yep. Yes, they ask questions and paperwork. I agree. Start with credit reports. Thank you, Surreal. Okay, I'm just trying to tell the folks. Hi, my first time on live. Look at you, Cleveland. Welcome. All right, y'all. Remember, we at the Q&A, we had Fonseca, and y'all will want his phone number. It's in the comments. He's a brave man. All right, so Fonseca, for those of you who missed the impromptu Q&A, he is the trust guy. All right, he was spitting mad knowledge on the Q&A. So for all of you who are like, I don't want to get on your text list because I have enough going on, you'll be missing out, okay? Don't make me done, okay? I'm still living my life like it's golden. You missing out. I think you misunderstood a consumer warrior early on. I'm sorry. There's a delay, and you know, I have a short attention span, so that could be true. Okay, sis, when done, can you let us know? Okay, you were responding to her. I do not know how to show you, but I did download as a saved picture. Okay, that's going back. So for those of you who are watching later on YouTube, this is actually a very good comment section. This comment section is popping. This is like a club in the ATL. I will include a link to the Facebook post so you guys can go in these comments and see what I see. You've been dealing with the straw man issue for 6 years, Cleveland. Wow, that's a good bit of time. So I'm sure you've learned a lot. Yeah, trust is something that requires you to know law. Come on, man. Do you really think the Vatican is going to give you freedom that easy? No. Study and research more. Thank you. You so crazy. Yeah, yeah. I've heard that. Know who you really are. I'm doing your trust. Thank you all. When I signed my signature on my license and under it, I signed without prejudice. UCC 1-308. What is my purpose for doing so? See, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all be knowing more than me. Okay, so I bow down. But yeah, anybody else who wants to come on, I gotta get this boy to the potty. Anybody else who has proof that they have a good outcome, right? I would love for you to, that's in the UCC book. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, YouTube people. I just have a short attention span and they keep making really good comments. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would really love if y'all have results and like how y'all are super knowledgeable. There are certain things that we will never discuss because I don't want no trouble. Okay. But you know, surface level somewhat, definitely I would love for you all to come on like Stephanie did and share. It is always good for the family to hear another voice, see another face. If Mark Zuckerberg ain't messing with us and y'all don't understand, you know, I can only do so much, but you never know who your voice is going to impact, who your voice is going to move. You guys can do things that I can't do because we were all put here to serve somebody. So I would really, 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 really love it if y'all would talk to your girl. All right. All right, let's end this because y'all make more comments. I know who you are, Jason Bourne. Are you serious right now? I know who you are. I no longer have negative accounts on my consumer reports using consumer law. Diamond, sis, let me tell y'all something. Total side note. Have anyone heard of private check of acting symbol? I don't know what that is. Private right of action. Okay. Yeah, I'm so happy for you, Diamond. That is so good. Y'all, this community is equally mixed. When I look at my metrics for the text marketing class, it's pretty much dang on near 50-50 with men and women. And I just have to say this before I end. You know, there's so much stuff about, oh, guys will never listen to a woman or women are jealous of other women, and I can say for a fact you all have shown so much love, men and women equally, to me, that y'all just break all types of stereotypes that people have out here, and really many of you have seriously, honestly restored my faith in humanity. So I really thank you for being patient with me, for being super kind, and for being sharing with your knowledge. I forgot to shout out the the Cash App crew, because I had a whole list of you, and I'm sorry, I was just so intent on getting Stephanie on the thing, I completely forgot. But I'll do it in the next few consumer protection videos. All of you who the few who take care of the many, y'all, I really, really, really appreciate you. Yeah, I know, right, Mr. Miles? Real men and women do. Exactly. A lot of times when we're casting stones at the other gender, you're not talking about a man or a woman. You're talking about a boy and a girl. You're talking about little girls in grown women's body. You're talking about little boys in grown men's body. But real men, real women, they ain't got no time for no hateration at all. Okay? Like Mary J. Don't need no hateration, holleration. I'm so goofy. I'm the reason why you got the title 15 book. I'm surprised Amazon still got that book. Okay. Miguel Sanabria, you're a beautiful sis. Just keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate that. Muchas gracias. Okay. Y'all laughing. Okay. All right, I gotta go. Son, come on, let's go out. Bust a move, Karate Kid. Hey, something just came in. Check it out. Okay, I gotta run though. I'm on mommy mode, y'all. All right. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Like, subscribe, do all the things that pay me, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Come on, son.